on this channel, we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone.
All right. The Chelsea training session. Yeah, you have seen some footage. I've seen some videos. The players are looking prepared for the game ahead of us on Saturday. That's going to be played by 3 p.m. The FA Cup. What are we even playing again? What's we just
Morecambe.
Eh?
Morecambe.
Morecambe. I know that one too. They're not going to give me an excuse. I mean, Maresca once say if we lose to that one too, now I say we no prepare. No, I don't think they will lose to that. But talking about the training session, looking at the players available, I cited Lavia and Rhys James. How fit do you see those guys ahead of the games ahead of us?
Fitness. Well, I don't know. Fitness is depending on the doctors and what they say concerning their fitness. But I think right now they are important to this Chelsea team.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea should try as much as possible. Maresca, most importantly, should try and bring these guys back into the squad.
Okay.
You don't be like say we need more hands for that squad, you understand? And experienced players at that.
Yeah.
Now, I spoke about Chelsea managing their games sometimes, and I see Lavia as that kind of player that can sometimes lock a game down for us.
Yeah.
When you don't too much, when the pressure don't do too much, 89, 90 minutes, just bring in Lavia, maybe just at least cool down the game. And moreover, make him try the rest Caicedo or Enzo Fernandez sometimes.
Yeah.
Then speaking of Rhys James, he's our captain, he's a right back, and he's also an experienced player. I don't want to believe that he has lost his quality. But I know that if it's in terms of having James for a long period of time, you might not have James for a long period of time. I'm not wishing for that, but that's how it seems. You understand? Because the injury has been reoccurring, happening.
Just off and on.
We don't know what to expect again. Now we're not coming. We don't even know whether they're going to give us at most 15 games without going back to the hospital. So for me, now when we don't come back, make we see how we will use him.
How we take manager
and use him.
Sharp.
He's important. His quality is important. At least making the try help for defensive areas.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just good news that both players are back.
And they'll be very effective. Do you think they'll be very effective in our games? Do you think them coming back is those missing pieces that we have been missing so far in these games that we have not been doing well?
Well, when Lavia was fit and playing, I think Chelsea was doing very well, playing very well. And I don't have any issue with Lavia, but I'm not 100% sure of Rhys James. If James can play with at most 75% of his quality, I bet you Chelsea can be able to cover up for our defensive errors. And even when the last time James played a match for Chelsea, I was looking at him, I was watching him. James was making those much forward runs that we see him doing. Wow, I don't miss that player. I've missed the way he plays a lot. So injury has really reduced how he plays. Everything now is about management. And the truth about the matter is that if you keep managing players like this, they can't give out their best. I just hope a miracle happens all of a sudden and James just bounces back for us. They're two important players, yes, for me.
Yeah, okay. Yesterday I did a video and I said there was something that Mikel said about Joeo Felix being involved, you understand? And that this guy needs to be on the pitch, that he can help the team one way or the other. So when I emphasize, I don't really expatiate or digest into the talk. I just glanced through. And I got some comments on that. So, most of the comments I got from some ugly TV fans, Chelsea fans. They're like, Mr. Peter, Maresca is biased. Maresca is biased for not using Joeo Felix. He's biased. He doesn't want to use Joeo Felix. And remember this morning when you came into the house, when you came around, I told you that, how do you see Joeo Felix? That Maresca not using Joeo Felix. You said that, and I quote, he said that the club was the one that signed Joeo Felix.
Yeah.
That you don't think Maresca was involved in this deal.
100%. I will still repeat that same thing. That's just the truth.
Okay.
Joeo Felix wasn't part of Maresca's plans for signing. If you can remember during the transfer window, after we signed Pedro Neto, and it was more like Chelsea were done for the transfer market as at that time.
Yeah.
Apart from Sancho that came in from the loan, Joao Felix was a player I just felt like Chelsea and Chelsea fans were calling for him. Sign this guy, sign. He's without a club. Let's just sign him. Let's just bring him. He provides that extra quality, including myself. I am a big fan. I'm a big fan of Joao Felix.
I love Joao Felix.
And I supported Chelsea signing Joao Felix. And even till now, I still believe there's a player in there. But like I always say, sometimes you have to let aside or let go of whatever that is stopping you from not performing as a professional.
Yeah.
You understand? If it's an attitude, you drop it. If it's a behavior, you drop it. I know Felix has been through a lot. If you go through his track records, you know, him being bought to Atletico Madrid for a huge record fee. You understand? Then having an issue with Atletico Madrid, going to I think that was Chelsea they had to loan him to Chelsea in the first spell. After they loaned him to Chelsea, Chelsea could not, buy him outrightly. They sent him back to Atletico. Atletico refused. The fans did not want him back again. They had to take him to Barca again. Now, playing for Barcelona said they cannot cover and they cannot pay for him outrightly. They had to send him back to Atletico Madrid. Therefore, we had to.
Guys in life has all.
And you can't be like, say, even in personal life now, there are rumors that in fiancé. So, as a player, personally, if you look at this,
he's going through a lot.
It could affect you mentally. And a player will still be very young. I don't think he's up to 27 years, if I'm not mistaken. So I expect a lot from him. So when I talk about Chelsea bringing in somebody else that can be able to cover for that area, I am not of the opinion that Chelsea should sell Felix.
Okay.
You understand? I'm not of the opinion that they should do away.
So in terms of being biased, what do you have to say about that? Is he really biased for not playing Felix? Right.
For me, I will not say it's biased. It's just based on performance. You understand? Most people will say, how many minutes have they given him? I don't know why people just keep bringing this up. The truth of the matter is that when you are good, you are good. You are complaining of minutes. The ones where they don't give you, what have you been able
to do with it?
Let us see your hard work.
Yeah, sharp.
Let us see your hard work so that the coach next time can say, oh, look at Achampong. I'm not surprised if Achampong makes the squad against Morecambe. Let's look at truth and say it the way it is.
Yeah.
Like I always say, I am the number one fan. I'm the number one fan of Joao Felix. I supported the signing. But sometimes, over this season, he has had some good games for Chelsea.
Yeah.
But the other ones that he did not do well, he did not do well at all.
Yeah, sharp.
Did not do well at all. The Felix that played for Chelsea when
he came,
first loan spell,
it's
not the Felix you are seeing today.
Yes, it's different.
So what can you say about that? Chelsea should just Maresca should just put in a player for no just reason, just because you want the guy to have more playing time, and then he comes in and then he fumbles. Probably we lose a match or we fall because of a player that is not doing well in that 10th position. It doesn't make any sense. Chelsea, like I always say, is bigger than
any player. Sharp.
You have to always make the right decision. You have to always go for the win. You understand? Maresca has tried him in the left wing.
It's not working. It's always dragging himself.
It didn't work that well. And right now, whether you like it or not, Kopama always starts games.
He sure said we're not trying for number 9. Because he's somebody that he has this zeal for goal.
He has this zeal.
The hunger to
for
score.
goals, but of recent, his finishing. I'm not really convinced with the finishing. I know, like the only thing I enjoyed was I think that during the Crystal Palace game, was it Crystal Palace or Fulham or Ipswich? Sorry, Ipswich. Okay. He scored a goal that was flagged off as offside.
Offside.
So that finishing was quite good for me. But he should improve on that. He should work on that. The truth about the matter is that you cannot play well with the few minutes they give you and you don't get featured again. It's the same thing that's happening with
Christopher Nkunku.
You understand? Now, the time when Chelsea fans were pressurizing Maresca to bring in Nkunku, the very first time, I think, no. During this, that was the last game that Nkunku started.
Whether
And
Fulham.
Fulham, I don't know, is that Fulham or yes, Fulham, yeah, I think so. And everybody was angry. Why would you start Nkunku and not start Jackson?
No, it was Ipswich.
Ipswich, right?
Yeah.
So everybody was angry. Why did you start Nkunku ahead of Jackson? But it was the same people that was shouting, start Nkunku, play Nkunku, give Nkunku time, give him minutes. Now you gave him minutes and you saw.
So there's no bias here.
I don't think there's any bias for me.
All right. Moving further, the issue of Mudryk, we have not really gotten a clear information about that for now, but we are still looking and dipping down to see what happened next. If is this suspension or anything that will come out from the results or their findings. But we can't wait until Mudryk or this thing. We need a winger. Am I wrong? We need a left winger. Looking at Sancho, you can't bank on Sancho on that position. Madueke and Neto, they're already battling for the right wing. And you have only Sancho at that left.
For me, I think there's an opportunity for some of our academy boys to step up. Understand? We have Tyreek George.
So we don't need to sign.
I don't think we need to sign because let's just assume the whole Mudryk case is solved and he comes back, we are good to go. And another thing is we still have sometimes you can still also switch Neto to that left wing or even Felix sometimes. So I just think it will choke the squad if you get another winger now.
Okay.
Are you even talking about signing a winger this winter, this January?
They say that they will attempt to get 2 attacking players. We don't know if it will be winger or a striker.
It could be a striker and a 10, just like I said.
All right. I guess that'll be all. Before we close, we are still putting an eye on the Magay stuff. But I know that I've made it clear that I don't think Crystal Palace will let go of that guy this January.
Yeah.
And also, this other guy, Cesare Casidai, Torino, their offer no wet Chelsea grand way. So we are hearing that Napoli wants to hijack that deal. That Antonio Conte wants the player. So we want to see
I
how.
hope there's an option to buy for Chelsea.
Option to buy.
Yeah.
That one depends on how.
Buyback.
Now when the team one starts now. For now, we still don't have speculations and rumors to know whether they will sign the player or not. And not only that, Kanichuko Emeka is being appreciated by Borussia Dortmund. I'm not saying that's what Borussia Dortmund they do. They always put body, but they no go sign. And so they are way
They bring money.
And so they do for this guy, what's his name? That we loaned to them.
Martin.
I am Martin. That's what we then do. Still work. Well, I guess that will be all for now. Do it to like, share, subscribe, follow our page at Football